Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we are going to be taking a look at a lovely game called RimWorld. This will be my first impressions video, but it's not my first actual time playing this. I played it pretty much all of yesterday on the day that I received this because this game is absolutely fantastic, and I just want to give a shout out to the creator Ty. Thank you so much for letting me play this game. It is just astonishingly great. Right, so we're going to click in here and start a new colony. And this here is the difficulty settings. Basically, as you can see, each one has a cool little name. Chill Cali Classic is basically easy, normal, hard, effectively peaceful mode, and then you get random mode where anything can happen. I've only been playing on Chill Cali Classic because I don't really want a friendly, non-aggressive match, but I don't want to be completely destroyed. So let's get in there. That's why you notice this thing down here, the advanced tab, which you can see here. You can change your map size. I've only been playing on 200 by 200 because I tend to die around about the day of 26. And yes, this here is our characters. We have Shepherd Oath, Cummings Oath, Paul Entrepreneur. Basically, as you can see here, they all have skills. These skills relate to different stuff inside the game. As you can see, shooting and melee, which is quite useful. He's also a cat lover and universal digestion. What? His childhood, he was a vat-grown soldier, and then he turned into an herb-wild entrepreneur. These things, at the moment, don't really have any sort of impact on the game. So, well, not the skills have impact on the game. These little bits over here, the traits and stuff, they're just funny little things. Spits on the floor, see? Alright, so we are going to start up our world, shall we? Well, we're going to sort of want a good sort of starting people. We don't want two growers. We want a good miner. He's a good miner. That is really useful. He isn't very social though, so we might want to re-roll it for a good social, a good miner, sort of a good all-round person really. He's not that social again. He's got a problem with social. Right, okay, he's going to be a miner because, you know, he's not that social, but we're going to. I don't really care. He can not be that social. Let's see. I don't really see the sort of major impact on growing. Well, he isn't that social, but he's a damn good researcher, so we're going to keep him as that because he's got a damn good shooting skill as well. And we're going to need a good constructor, really, I can imagine. Oh, there was a 12 back there. That's pretty damn good. I keep skipping past the good ones. Right. Oh, that was terrible. I think I may do like a playthrough of this where I just choose horrible stats. Well, there we go. That would be a good little starter. Oh, he's not that good at shooting though. How are you doing for shooting? Damn. Okay, you two can be our fighters, and you can be our settler or something. Let's go. And also, as you can see, the names are generated randomly, as it says there. Bennett, the female. Yeah, I recently had a David, the female person. Right, so here we are arriving on the world. Hooray! And the first thing you gotta really do is pause the game. So here we can see here, these little things are food, these little things are metal. The first thing I personally do when starting this game is run around, do this, unforbid everything, because for some reason all of the food etc. starts as forbidden. I'm not sure why, to be honest. I cannot say for the life of me why that would be, but there we go. So yes, on your first night really, select your little bits and bobs. Make sure that you're in a good sort of location. I think that's a good location. It's better than anything else I've been given so far. Oh, there's some metal over there. We'll grab that while we're there. Right, so that should be a nice little setup. The way this game plays is you don't really sort of control your characters fully. Basically what you do, you go into here and you can set their priorities. Oh, none of them seem to want to be a doctor or a warden. That's not that good. Well, we can use you for a doctor and a warden, Mr. Settler, because you're not probably going to be doing anything. I think if I remember correctly, you're just Mr. Yeah, you're just Mr. Oh, you're Mr. Blank Slate, which is an overall on everything, can't you? Well, you're going to be a busy man. Right, so first off, basically, you select these to set their priorities. It doesn't want to seem to unselect. There we go. You select their priorities, and that is what they will go to work on first. On the first night, I like to put everyone on hauling. This will basically mean they will run around the place and haul and collect stuff for you. And so, go, hyperspeed! They'll go around collecting it all over. Up here, as you can see, the money, which is used for purchasing goods from travelling salesmen and stuff like that. The metal is used for creating things. And so on and so forth. These are called Muffalo. I've actually not seen a point for them. I'm guessing you're supposed to hunt them, but I'm not that sort of way inclined apparently. So yes, the first night sort of thing, just let your people run around, in my opinion at least, and collect up every little scrap of everything. This is how I like to play this game. As a evil minion overlord person who just like, ha ha ha, collect everything for me now. And it kind of works quite well, I think, seeing as, I mean, that's the only little bit of stuff left, and from then they will be done, and then we can get on to building stuff. They need a meal source. Well, they've got a lot of stockpiled crap, but if I remember correctly, they can't actually use that straight off the bat, so what we've got to do is start with our architecture. We'll set that down to normal speed so they can continue working, and in here, actually pause that while I explain some things. In here, you control pretty much everything that you do. Your orders here, you can cut plants, remove home zones and things like that. Making a home zone will effectively mean they will put out fires and clean the place. Very, very useful on your house. I remember my first time, my place was on fire and my guys were just like, yeah, we'll leave that on fire, that's not our home, and I forgot to mark that. The mining thing is pretty damn useful. You can use it like this. Select areas which have got little minerals along them, like so, and they will go and mine those stuff, which is very useful because that's the only sort of semi-renewable. That's the only sort of semi-renewable system of getting items, metal. Yes, and you can sell things. As you can see that areas. There's the stockpile area there, and your dumping area. You can also make a growing area, which is good for a farm, which I tend to do after I've made my building, to be perfectly honest. Nutrient paste is what feeds your people. Your batteries store energy. Geothermal generators, if you don't know what that is, a geothermal generator works on steam. You place it on a geyser and it makes power. A solar generator, they make electric. And a comms machine is for contacting people that are passing over your planet. The furniture here, the research table, is for researching equipment racks. From what I can tell, you can only store 2 items per equipment rack. I found out that out the hard way when I lost a load of Uzis. Yeah, that was not a good day for me. The table is for more comfortable eating, and the chairs are for sitting on so they can eat. The sun lamp is a very, very good sort of source to have a sun running all the time, effectively, even in the rain and at night, because it works as if a sun, and it's really good for growing your crops. A standing lamp is to make it light. A proper bed. Drop beacons are for receiving goods after you buy them. Designating slots. Security is the auto turret. It will shoot anything that walks into the thing. So if you have a good sufficient amount of electricity. The power conduit, as you could probably guess, and the floors, sandbags, are half-level things that you guys can hide behind when in gunfights. The walls are for creating your buildings, and the doors are for putting doors on your buildings. So basically, as I said, you don't directly control your people. You kind of set their priorities, and then they do it themselves. The way this works is as such. You lay out the foundation like so, like so. Okie dokie, right, so that will be our building. You get your metal tiles, you lay that across your ground. Place in a door, that's always very helpful. Yes, I have to say, you know, I one time forgotten to place that, and it was not that useful for me, to be honest. I need to put in one of these, because one of the things you'll find is your people really don't like sharing rooms for some reason. They enjoy their privacy. I can't imagine why not. People seem to enjoy privacy. You know, it's up to them. I'm not that sort of sold on being private. I don't know. But these people seem to be fussy as hell. So, yes. Right, for the moment we'll just set that to work, because if we put them back into the overview, they should be driving the stuff back home, and I just remembered we forgot to build something. Hooray! We need a solar panel, as you could probably guess, for making electric. 3 will do us for now. We need a nutrient paste machine for making nutrient paste. We'll do one of those for now. And we need a building because, as I found out very, very hard in the first time that I played this game, if you leave your nutrient paste machine in the open, it will set fire all the time. Now, you can imagine, you could be thinking, wait a minute, why wouldn't you check that before you started? Well, this is me and I kind of expected it not to set fire. If you wonder why these haven't got any sort of conduits, I would say, because they can actually run straight through walls and through each other if you line them up correctly like I have done, which is absolutely fantastic. Right, so now they've collected up every bit of item, I'm just going to quickly fly around over the items. Fly over the planet. I know they haven't collected that over there, so what we'll do, we'll leave our best hauler. I'm not really sure it's a skill. Okay, Mr. Miner Man, you are very, very useful for mining. You can get off of it. And you are very, very good for construction and repairing. You can get off of it. Okay, you can continue with that. We'll put everyone down for firefighting, and we'll start sorting out people's jobs now. This is basically how you work the game. We're going to make him the constructor, the grower, the plant cutter, pretty much everything actually, now that I think about it. He's our researcher, a cleaner. No, let's not set him as a cleaner. That's a terrible, terrible idea. I found that out the sort of bad way last time. So we'll have him hauling, we'll have him the occasional plant cutting. We'll leave him off plant cutting so he can sort of get his job done doing other little bits and bobs. He can be our grower. And we'll set him as a cleaner as well. Just so, well, we'll have them both like that. There we go. Right, so basically he's going to pretty much concentrate on researching, which is really, really, really useful in my opinion. We're going to set those to construct as well. So, there we go. That's basically what you do. You set up your characters like that, and they continue on from there. This is the research screen. This is what the researching is all about. I like to start with carpet making. And I know I said that this is a first impression. It sounds like a tutorial, actually. Well, yes, this game's just fantastic. Take it from me, this game's awesome. Let's just go from there, okay? The game is friggin' fantastic. It's in alpha at the moment, paid for to access. And this game is just so good. Like, I cannot recommend it highly enough. Look, my people are building stuff. Hooray! And that needs a door. Have a door. The bed's in the way. Oh, crap. Right, well, we'll remove their bed for a second, and we'll do a little bit like this. If we can find the beds, they're under furniture. Who would have thought? Beds in furniture sections. Standing lamps, we'll put that down. There's not enough metal for the standing lamp. That is not a good thing. I can honestly say that's kind of bad. Pretty bad already. Not having enough for the standing lamp. Oops. Okay, well, we'll put down the grounds at least. Oh yeah, we don't have enough for that either. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, that's bad. Okay, so pretty much everyone can go on mining then. We don't have enough. What are you doing? Oh crap, this is not going to go well apparently. They need a mill source and they're going to start going stir crazy soon. So what we need them to do is to stop constructing and... Oh, they've... Why didn't you bloody move that? You guys are insane. Right, okay, screw it. You are no longer a constructor or a miner. You are a hauler. And you're going to haul ass and get that stuff over there. Where? Come back it. Come, jump it. Okay, I forgot you're supposed to slow down time when you want to do things constructively. There we go. Can prioritise making the thing which is going to feed you. Sometimes I wonder about these people. I really wonder about these people. Oh, okay, it built the place. If you could finish the feeding machine, yeah, that would be lovely. Great. This up here is a mental break. That means that they're going to go crazy. Oh, joyous. Joyous. Yep. You detected a card... Ah, okay. You might be able to something useful in the wreckage. Yay! Useful stuff. So basically when that happens we go and have a look around and find some useful stuff. That's if it actually is crashed. There it is. Ooh, that's a lot of metal. That is very useful. I will take that, thank you. I wonder how much there is there actually. 34 stuff. Whoa! That's actually a surprisingly useful thing. So basically, now we've got to rearrange all our stuff. We'll put the time back on. We'll put the time back on. Good time. Thank you. Okay. Go away, research. There we go. So, yes, we have to set people up correctly to not be idiots. Well, you can go whole, and... yeah, you can go whole. You can continue building this damn place. Because you're all going to go crazy soon. I'm sorry. I'm not exactly the most sorry person, to be fair. Let's have a look. Another thing which I forgot to do is this here. The home zone. So basically, set this all over your home space so they will stop it from being on fire. The thing that, as I said, I did kind of mess up on my first days. That was not very smart of me. We just set this over all the plants so we can harvest as well. These plants can give us food. So, yeah, we'll set this up so they can harvest all of this stuff for us and have lots of lovely nutritious food, hopefully. Now, Bennett, now please, finish. Okay, alright, I've got an idea. Build the friggin' solar panel then. Sometimes, as I said, people, you don't have full control over them. Chapman, you can get onto building as well. Screw the mining for a second. Sometimes people are idiots. Stop mining. Ah, there we go. They're going to eat food. Yay! Now they get on with work. Finally, we're not going to have a mental break. Yes! That is a good thing. A very good thing, in my opinion. They're not going to go insane on me and kill each other. I've never had them do that, honestly. Mostly. Honestly, to a most extent, okay? I've never had them go crazy to most. Most times they haven't went crazy. Oh yeah, and also that you have different types of ground, and the different types of ground can support different things. For example, you cannot farm on stones. Something that's kind of confusing to me. I can imagine I could farm on some stones if I really wanted to. If I was that desperate, I would farm on those stones. No one would stop me. But of course, this is a world of realistic games. So, we're going to need a research bench now that I think about it. Because I've set people to research, but I haven't made a building for it. So I'm just gonna... What are you doing, Mr. Kirk? Oh, okay. Fair enough. You're not, like, smooching with the ladies or anything. Okay. For a second then, I thought we actually had a Kirk. So, yeah, I'm going to continue working on with this. And I will call that quits for my first impressions, actually. I know I haven't really covered what I think of this game. That's because this game stands out for itself. If you enjoy these sorts of like micromanaged sort of games, this game is the game for you. It's absolutely fantastic. It's so enjoyable. The mechanics, the way it all works and stuff, and just the so simplistic way that things happen. You know, you get so many weird events and stuff. The difficulty levels just raising and lowering randomly, and that person hasn't even built the bloody wall. And even just the ridiculousness of your... just how ridiculous some of the characters are sometimes, you know. I'll set that for a prisoner, and that for a prisoner, so they'll actually use the beds and sleep indoors. That's always helpful. But yeah, I highly recommend checking out this game. It's just gives endless amounts of fun, really. You can never really get the same run twice. I mean, I've never had sort of this go so badly, or so good for me. What is wrong with you? And... you've always got something to do. Look, this person's got a mental break going on. Okay, well, yeah, okay, then That's kind of bad. They've got a lot of things pushing them down. So, I've been the OG Nerd. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for checking this out. Until next time, share love for your faces, and ta-ra.